So a lot of my clients are asking me, what is going on in this crazy real estate market in Warner Robins? Are prices dropping? Are buyers waiting to buy? And is now a good time for me to sell my house? So in this quick video, I'm going to explain what's going on in the Warner Robins real estate market, the housing trends for Houston County, and what buyers are really doing behind the scenes. So if you're thinking about selling your house, you'll know when and how to move forward. So let's start with the most common question that everybody asks, is the interest rates. Well, at the time right now, the interest rates have been slipping a little bit over the last couple months. Now, they're not forecasting the interest rates to drop a lot. So right now, as the time of this video, they've gone from the high sixes to the mid sixes. Now, a lot of buyers are using this as an argument not to buy yet because they want the interest rates to drop. At the same time, housing markets all over the world do have a tendency to climb. Now, in Warner Robins, Kathleen, and Bonaire, Perry, this area, the housing market usually has an appreciation of about 3 to 4% per year. That's what happens when there's not an outside influence. Now, we had a good run from 2013 all the way to 2021, but part of that was a recovery from a housing bust, and then COVID came in and gave us another external push on the market, so it wasn't really a natural market trend. Now that all that's behind us, the market is getting back to what we consider to be normal. So right now, even though housing prices do have a tendency to climb, we're still falling back a little bit to what is considered normal. And part of that slippage, for lack of better words, could be contributed by the buyers wanting to wait because they think that the interest rates are going to go down enough to make a significant difference when they do buy their next house. But is the interest rate drop going to counteract what they're paying for that house price? Probably not. It's not moving that much. So that's a good point. Buyers are starting to realize that the interest rates are not dropping enough to worry about, so they are starting to get back into the market a little bit, but not a whole lot. Now, at the time of this video, Mid-Georgia does have a pretty decent supply of houses on the market. The caveat to that is a lot of those houses are new construction, as opposed to resales like you selling your house on the open market. So while Middle Georgia home prices are remaining kind of high, a lot of that is due to the new construction homes, which a lot of the people that are reselling their house, like you're thinking about doing, is keeping everybody optimistic about the price that they can get. The only problem is that has caused the average days on market to jump to almost 50 days. And some houses, depending on where they are, have stayed on the market for over 100 days. And even the local home builders that have the new construction houses for sale are implementing incentives like cash back or extra features in the house to warrant the prices that they're trying to sell them for. Of course, if that doesn't work, then they may have to start reducing their prices as well. So like I said, there's more houses than there are buyers currently, and also there's not a whole lot of houses total to begin with. So while Warner Robins typically has a 3-month supply of houses on the market at any one given time, which usually equates out to about 12 to 1,500 houses. Right now, the general Middle Georgia real estate listing inventory is sitting around 400. So while we have a whole lot less houses, we still have more houses than we do buyers. Now, another point that needs to be brought up for real estate market in the Middle Georgia area pertains to Robins Air Force Base. Now, the order has recently come out that they are wanting to reduce the number of PCSs per year to get down to 50% of what we currently have. So if we lose half of the PCSs that are coming in and out of Robins Air Force Base, those military relocations spur a lot of the housing sales in this area for military that are coming in and buying houses that are currently on the market. And if we don't have but half of those, then that means half of the inventory is going to be sitting on the market a little bit longer. So right now we would consider this a pretty balanced market. Of course, it is leaning a little bit towards the buyer's side, but you can combat that with making your house as nice and clean as possible, doing any repairs that need to be done, and making a good showing for people who are interested in buying. This will help you stand out of the crowd and get more serious buyers coming to look at your house. So if you are thinking about selling your house, make sure to reach out to me and we'll sit down and come up with a game plan that'll get you what you want in the time that you want.